It all began with something small. One evening, as the faint smell of smoke drifted through the veranda, I noticed my daughter-in-law, Ayesha, lighting a cigarette. With a gentle smile, I said, "Dear, maybe you could smoke outside. The air inside bothers Noah." What I thought was a polite request quickly turned into tension. Ayesha frowned, took a long puff, and replied sharply, "You interfere too much. This is my house, my choice." Benjamin, my son, stepped in, trying to calm things down. "Mom, please don't make an issue out of this. Ayesha needs her freedom." My heart sank. I had only spoken out of concern, yet my words were taken as interference. Ayesha dropped the ash on the floor, her tone almost challenging. "You need to adjust. Times have changed." I remembered my younger days when sacrifice and respect were the foundation of family life. Now, freedom seemed to mean ignoring those values. I stayed silent, but inside, a storm was brewing. Little did I know, this small request would ignite a conflict far greater than I imagined. After that day, silence filled the house. Ayesha carried herself with irritation, and Benjamin stood firmly by her side. My presence felt less like family, more like an intrusion. One morning in the kitchen, Ayesha said casually, "If you have a problem with my habits, maybe you should stay in your own room. I need my freedom." Her words cut deep. For a mother, being told to isolate in her own home is unbearable. Benjamin tried to soften it. "Mom, she just needs space, please understand." But to me, space sounded like losing respect. At night, alone in my room, memories of my own sacrifices haunted me. I had adjusted to every demand in my youth, but now, adjustment seemed to mean erasing myself. Day by day, friction grew. Small arguments, long silences, and a heavy atmosphere replaced the warmth of laughter. I wondered, was my request really the cause? Or was Ayesha looking for a reason to push me away? Rehook. But I had no idea that Ayesha's next step would shake me to the core. The shock came at breakfast. Ayesha looked at Benjamin and said, "I think we should get our own place. Mom will have her peace, and I'll have my freedom." My world collapsed. For a mother, separation from her son feels like betrayal. Benjamin hesitated, but under Ayesha's insistence he said, "Maybe she's right. Mom, you'll be more comfortable too." I couldn't believe it. My home, built with years of sacrifice, was now a place where I felt unwanted. Alone that night, I asked myself, was this all because of one request? Or was it always her plan? I realized silence would only push me further away. I needed to stand for my dignity. But standing against your own child is the hardest battle a mother can fight. Yet my decision to speak up would uncover a secret that changed everything. Strange things began happening. At night, I heard footsteps outside my room, but no one was there. Then one morning, I found an envelope near Ayesha's cigarettes. Inside were bills and a letter. "Benjamin, if you don't pay, you'll face consequences." My hands trembled. This wasn't about smoking or freedom. Ayesha was hiding financial troubles. Her anger was a mask for deeper struggles. When I confronted Benjamin, he dismissed me. "Mom, don't interfere. It's personal." But I knew ignoring this would destroy us. That night I spoke to Ayesha directly. "I know you're under stress. Don't blame me. If you need help, I'm here." Tears filled her eyes. "Ammi, I thought you only judged me. But the truth is, I'm drowning in debts. Benjamin knows, but he avoids it." Suddenly, everything made sense. My small request had exposed a bigger truth. But the revelation was only the beginning. What came next would decide our family's fate. The truth changed everything. Benjamin, shocked by the debts, grew angry but then fell silent. I told him calmly, "Son, Mistakes happen. But if you don't stand with your wife, this family will break apart. Benjamin's guilt was clear. Mom, I failed to understand her. I let my ego blind me. Ayesha cried. Amy, I thought you hated me. But you saw my pain. Forgive me? I realized my request had uncovered not just conflict, but a hidden struggle. Cigarettes were never the real issue. It was the burden Ayesha carried alone. Benjamin finally said, We won't move out. We'll stay together and face this. Relief washed over me. My family was still intact. Misunderstandings had nearly torn us apart, but honesty and patience gave us a chance to heal. What began as a small request ended as a turning point. Sometimes, conflicts reveal hidden truths, and sometimes, standing firm with love and dignity is what saves a family.